Hey everyone, Dion here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a way to add video previews, screenshots, and metadata to your RetroPie games through a process called scraping. Scraping is an easy way to really polish your RetroPie game library. Rather than having a text list of games, it's nice and a lot more fun, I think, to browse the games when you can see a video preview or a screenshot of the game. It's also much easier to tell what type of game you're looking at when you can see a 30-second preview of the gameplay. A lot of times when I'm browsing through games, I get reminded of something I played as a kid and maybe didn't know the name of, or a lot of times I've come across new games that I never played before that look like a lot of fun. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So we are picking up where we left off in the last video, and so what we've done, we've set up a basic RetroPie. We've added 2 games to it, and now what we're going to do is scrape some metadata and screenshots using RetroPie's built-in scraper, or emulation station's built-in scraper, I should say. So as you can see here, we've got the RetroPie menu, we've got Super Nintendo, and in my last video I added 2 games, Super Mario World 1 and Super Metroid. Here you can see, so this view is the text view, and it just shows the just a basic list of games that are in the ROMs folder for the RetroPie. What will happen is when we scrape and get and download information for these games, what will happen is the interface will change, and on the right side here it will show a picture of the game box art as well as some information about the game and a description. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So here, it doesn't really, well, you want to be here on the main menu in your emulation station. So what you'll do is you hit start on your controller, and right here at the top you can see that it is scraper. So we will go ahead and hit A on there. It gives you a couple of choices here to choose from for your scrape source. GamesDB is just fine here. Ratings are nice. That just shows you like a 1 to 5 star rating for the game, sort of like IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes. Just like a community rating for the game. And then we can go ahead and just say scrape now. So here you've got a couple of options for how it is going to scrape games. The filter is used to decide what games to scrape. So if we push right, you can see that it'll do all games, or you can just do the ones that have missing images and metadata. So that's what we're going to do this time around. I mean, it doesn't really matter because I've only got 2 games. The system, we've only got one system with games, which is the SNES. So there's only one selected. Conflicts, user decides on conflicts. I would recommend having that on. Sometimes when the scraper looks at the name of a game and compares it to a name in the database of games when it's trying to download information, sometimes there are more than one option, and so this will let you choose the best option for your game. My game files are named incorrectly. The games that I put on here, they're not named very well, not in the format that a scraper likes to have it in. Typically, at the end of the name of the game, it will have like certain data in parentheses or square brackets to help the scraper know like what language the game is, what region the game is from, and so on. And so, yeah, my games are incorrect, so it's going to pop up and have me resolve conflicts because it's not going to be able to decide what the game actually is. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and just do start. So we'll push A here to start scraping. And right away we can see that it's given us a couple of options for Super Mario World. This option is definitely not the one that I want because I know that Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo was released not in 2015. So if we look here, that is the one I'm looking for. That box art looks exactly like what I want. And so I will go ahead and push A on this option, and that's selected. Now on to Super Metroid, and You can see kind of what the name of the game should be like. So if it was like the Japan release, it would have JPN in parentheses at the end. And if you look at these ones are interesting here. Super Metroid Ares, this is actually a hacked, or I guess a modded version of Metroid that someone in the community, the retro gaming community, has modified. I don't believe I've played Metroid Ares, at least not for the Super Nintendo, but it may be something I'll look at and check out, because it's always cool to check out some of these fan-made mods to these games, because some of them are really, really good. So anyway, back up here, Super Metroid 1994. Yes, this is the one I want, so I'm going to hit A on that, and that's it. It downloaded the game box art and got the metadata. So now if we go back and we hit B to go back out of that, and if we go into Super Nintendo here, it should, yeah, it already automatically updated the interface, because it can see that these games have metadata now, and so it's showing it to us. So if we look, yeah, we can see the box art, we can see the release date, we can see it's 2 players, we can see that the genre for this is a platformer and it was made by Nintendo, and then we have a nice scrolling description of the game, and same for Metroid, you know, release date, players, action adventure, intelligent systems, and so on. So that is essentially the simple scraper that's built into Emulation Station, just with the base install of RetroPie. That is a simple walkthrough of how to use the built-in simple scraper inside of Emulation Station, just with a base install of RetroPie. In the next video, I will walk you through how to use Scraper, a tool by screenscraper.fr, which gives you some way more advanced options. It's the method I prefer to use when I scrape games, and yeah. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, please hit like below and go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and we will see you next time.